Apple stores weren't open, the T-Mobile stores weren't open, so I wasn't able to fix my phone. So let's just say this: I have the Spider-Man edition iPhones on my screens. It is not looking pretty on my iPhone, so it's a little smashed up, a little broken. But I'm excited to be here and to see your leadership, bro. You know, we worked on cross lines in the company, but guys, you have to realize one thing: that raising tides raise all ships. Raising tides raise all ships. The better that one of us does, the better that we all do. You know, the better that another team does, the better that we all do as well. So I'm super proud of you, bro, for what you've done and what you've built. There's not a doubt in my mind that over these next few months and over these next few years, you will be climbing these ranks. You will be a future chairman 100, a future chairman 250, future chairman 500. So guys, if you're on this individual's team, just know that his leadership is remarkable. I don't care about the money he's making. I could care less. 10, 100, $1 million a month. That money doesn't make the man. Man makes the money. Does that make sense? So this individual, this gentleman, serves with pure leadership. And I believe that we're all here to help each other. So regardless of what team we're on, guys, I hope that I can come on this call today and share a little bit of value with you guys, because right now the company is exploding. It's taking off. You know, this thing is about to really get really, really big in these next few years. You know, if you look at what's happened and what's transpired in this company over the past few months during quarantine, I mean, guys, we've gone from, 100,000 customers to now about 250,000 customers. That's absolutely insane. We are one of the fastest growing companies in the industry right now. So let me see. If you're on the, people talk about it. Everybody wants to have a 6-figure income, a 7-figure income, but who's really willing to put in the 6-figure work ethic, the 7-figure work ethic? So really quick, I don't know if the chat is disabled, Junior, or what. Yeah, we might have disabled it.
No, it's open. It's open.
No talking for you guys. No. Here we go. I see. Okay, here we go. Guys, type in. Let's start the call this way, guys. Well, first of all, first and foremost, thank you guys for showing up, because your success is defined by you being willing to show up. Being willing to stick around the campfire. I remember when I first got into the industry, I was willing to show up even if I had nobody to come to the event. Well, I can't make the event because I have nobody to come. That's more of a reason to go to the event. Well, I didn't get on the training call. I don't have any teammates to get on. That's more of a reason to get on the training call. So, guys, note takers are money makers. We know this. We forget 96%. Uh-oh. I'm trying to exit out of the – there we go. We know that 96% of the information that we hear on a day-to-day basis goes through one ear out the other. So take notes. Become a sponge. Whenever I was around top earners, whenever I was around top leaders, I was always willing to be coachable and be teachable. I was willing to learn from other people, change my way of thinking. So you guys have a phenomenal team. You guys work with some of the best leaders, not in the company, but in the industry. So I don't know if there's too much I can do coming on here to say to you guys that you either A, haven't heard before, or B, is just more information, because I know that these training calls, they're great and all, but one thing you should take away from this training call is that you just take action. Don't become a personal development, junkie. Don't think you need to read all the books. Obviously, personal growth is important. Personal development is important. As my mentor said, don't trust somebody if they have a bigger television than a library. I got about 300 books in my condo. Trust me, growing yourself is very key, but guys, you'll learn more from being in the field for 1 hour than you will by reading a book for 10 hours, most likely. You'll learn more by being in the field for 1 hour than you will by reading a book for 10 hours. So I can very briefly go into my story, guys. Hopefully you guys can utilize this as a source of inspiration, a source of motivation, because I'll tell you one thing: winners never quit and quitters never win. When I joined this industry, my girlfriend was 8 months pregnant. I was living in my car, a little 2001 1.9 Volvo hatchback. I thought I was fresh, bro. I had a little turbo on it. When it would shift gears, I thought I was cool sitting on the highway. But guys, I was living in the back of my car in the middle of the winter. I don't know if you guys have been to the East Coast in America, but during the winters, they're cold. Out there in London, it's freezing cold during winter, right? The winters will humble you. So I was living in my car. I guess you could say I was a street pharmacist, right? You know, I didn't graduate from high school. The best job that I ever worked at was at McDonald's. I worked at Outback Steakhouse as a busboy. Let me go ahead. I'm going to cut my camera off if that's okay with you guys. You know, I know we have a beautiful view out here. We're with the squad. We out here with the masks on. About to have a phenomenal escape trip this weekend for the leaders out here, the Miami skyline. But I'm going to turn my camera off because the real information should be in just what we're saying, not but what we're seeing, guys. And the screen's a little cracked, so I can focus more and not hold it up. So when I joined the company, when I joined the industry, I was looking for a better way, right? They say people change for two reasons. Number one, inspiration. And number two, out of desperation. I don't know what your circumstance is, guys, but I was desperate. I needed this to work. You know, I wanted a better way for my mom. I wanted a better way for my son. And, you know, they talk about there should be two whys. There should be a long-term why. You know, people want to go travel the world. They want to help people. They want to retire their family. They want to go build churches and build schools. That's great. We all want to do those big things, but you need an immediate why. Immediately. My immediate why was I was trying to figure out where my next food, my next plate was coming from, where I was going to be able to sleep, where I was going to be able to help my son grow in an environment. Guys, you need something immediately. And for some people, they're like, well, you know, it's kind of cool. You know, I live at my parents' house or this, that, the other. You know, I have my mortgage payment. I have a good job or this. Guys, you need to figure out what's going to push you and motivate you right now. And when I got in the industry, guys, you know, it wasn't really that difficult. You know, it was just putting the hard work in. You know, some people say, well, you know, my friends are saying this, my friends are saying that. Guys, 99% of my friends did not join my business. And what's crazy is that you'll probably make more money with strangers than you will your best friends. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. There we go. Let me see. All right, cool. I'm still connected. All right, cool. So what was crazy to me is most of my friends made fun of me. They said it was a scam, a scheme, or this, that, the other. And I was kind of discouraged at first. And you guys probably have gone through this. You guys have probably experienced the no's and this, that, the other. But the only thing that separates Junior, the only thing that separates me or David or the rest of the leaders from you guys is that we've been in a little bit longer and we've been told no more times than you have. So when I got in, guys, I was really willing to change who I was. And people looked at me different, like, damn, bro, like, wow, you're so different now. You're so different. You know, you act different. You think you think you're somebody now. If your friends aren't talking to you like that, one second. I'm walking past some really loud stuff, so I apologize. But if when you join, if people aren't looking at you like a little differently, like, damn, you think you're somebody now. Oh, Junior, you're talking all this success stuff. You know, guys, you can't be the person that God wants you to become if you're still remaining the same person you were before you joined the industry. You got to talk differently, walk a little bit different, act a little bit different, dress a little different. Guys, when I got network marketing, I heard a quote where my mentor said, Austin, you can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. He said, dress how you want to be addressed because your first impression can become your last impression. So I said, okay. I remember I went to Goodwill and Salvation Army, and I was so small that I couldn't fit into the men's gear. I didn't have any clothes, professional attire. So I went to Salvation Army, and I bought myself these women blazers for $3, for $5. I would buy women's blazers, and they were tight fitting. Nobody could tell they were women's clothes but me. And I'm over here just, I'm envisioning and acting as if I was already envisioning that I was a chairman. I was already envisioning I was a six-figure earner. I'm wearing women's clothes, women's blazers that I bought for $5 from Salvation Army. But bro, I thought it was Salvation Armani. I was over here envisioning, bro, I'm looking fresh and fly. And I was presenting myself as I was already successful. It wasn't faking it. It was faithing it. There's a difference. Not fake it till you make it. It's faithing till you make it. So I was already envisioning and believing that I was already there. You guys have to. You have to do this. I used to go into the Rolex stores and try on Rolexes. And they would kick me out of the Rolex store saying, can you afford this, sir? I would say, no, not right now. And guess what? I made sure when I hit Chairman 100, I went back into the same Rolex store and said, give me a few of those, right? To the same person. So guys, you have to envision. I used to go to big houses in my neighborhood, visualize this, acting as if, but not just the visualization, and what you want to achieve, but actually the actions. What are the actions you're taking? We call them income producing activities. Guys, in a book by Malcolm Gladwell, talks about the 10,000 hour rule. Yeah, you mind if I sit out here? You want to sit? Yeah, I'll chill. Okay, cool. All right, boys, I've seen a little bit, yeah? There's a book by Malcolm Gladwell called Outliers. A mentor of mine, I'll never forget this. When I first got involved in network marketing, my mentor handed me a book. And he said, Austin, he said, I want you to take this book. I want you to read it. And I said, well, I don't read books. I'm not one of those guys, you know? He said, it's all good. And I was like, look, I didn't graduate high school. I had a 1.6 GPA. And he said, it's all good. He said, because the average person reads one book a year. Well, the average multimillionaire reads about one book a week. The average person reads about one book a year. The average multimillionaire reads about one book a week. Can you unlock that? So I said, all right, give me the damn book. I'll read it, right? I want to, you want to sit up here? I said, I'll read it. In this book, The Outliers, let me tell you something, guys. You can sit by the water. Let me show you guys real quick. Hold on. Can you, are you guys getting some fire on here? Hold on. Are you guys getting some, I don't know about you guys, but I'm about to get real fired up. Yo, Junior, I know you gave me some bullet points to talk about. I hope I don't go on too long because I can talk for days on here, bro. I'm about to turn it up a little bit. Is that okay?
Listen, Austin, do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
All right, let's get it. Because now I'm about to be focused. We were just walking. I was trying to dodge cars and survive on these streets. Now I'm about to sit right here on a little step on a little bench. So we're about to get it in right now. I'm about to focus. I'm about to lock in. Let's lock in. All right, cool. Jeez. All right, so IPAs, income producing activities. What are they called? What are they called? Money making moves, MMMs, whatever they call them. DMOs, daily method of operations. Guys, become familiar with these things. You know, most people in the business, they're busy, they're grinding, they're hustling, but they're not being productive. You know, when I was first in the industry, I misconstrued the difference between actually being productive and just being busy. Because you can look like you're doing stuff. You know, you can I'm in a group chat, I'm doing this, I'm working with my team, I'm masterminding. What the hell are you masterminding about, bro? We know what we're supposed to be doing. You know, I'm grinding, man. You know, you're with your 5-year teammates. We're working, bro. What are you doing? You know, Brian Tracy says the only time you're actually working is when you're in front of a customer who is willing, capable, and able to buy your product. New people. And guys, I remember I used to have my team on board. I'd have to be like dragging them to be successful. And as Jim Rohn talks about, he says, you can carry one person on your back. You can maybe carry 2, maybe carry 3 people on your back, but you can't carry 4. You can't carry 5. You can't carry thousands on your back. So guys, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink the water. So my mentor said, Austin, look, it's easier to create new babies than to raise the dead. So I was having to drag. I was like, bro, why can't you catch the vision? I'm with my homies, the few that joined, and they're being led, not making calls, not doing that. And I'm the only lead by example. How do you become a leader? Lead by example. It's pretty simple. Lead first. I think the Latin root word for leadership is leeth. It means to go forth first, right? Leeth, the Latin root word for leader, to go forth first. You must first do. Monkey see, monkey do. Your team will not do what you're not doing. Does that make sense? So you must lead. Whatever they see you doing, they'll do. You know, I hear people all the time. They're like, yeah, I'm going to get my whole team to the convention. Have you bought your ticket? No, I didn't. You know, what do you mean, no? If you want your team to do something, you must first do it. You got to show the way. Your team will not do what you're not willing to do first. So what I would do was I would focus on being productive. Guys, I can't tell you. So back to the outliers. I didn't read the whole book. I didn't have to read the whole book. Really quick. By a show, who here has read Think and Grow Rich? Go ahead, say say me in the group chat. Who's Red Think and Go Rich? Let's see who's on their game. Watch this. Junior, watch this. This is going to get crazy. This is going to be funny. I love this. We do this training all overseas, and people get hyped. Okay, guys, a lot of you have Red Think and Go Rich. Who here has read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? A lot of you guys. Now watch this. What's on chapter 3 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Come on. Don't Google it. Don't Google it. Don't cheat. Nope. Chapter 3 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. What's on chapter 7 of Think and Grow Rich? Nah, you don't know. Some of you might know it. Guys, professors don't make money. My mentor taught, I didn't say this. He said, Austin, professors don't make money. Artists make a lot of money. You have to master chapters. When I get a book, I don't read the whole damn thing. You know how many of my teammates, when I do this training, I'm like, yo, who's read this book, that book? Yeah, me. Everyone wants to be a guru. Like they want to learn. That's how I used to think I had to learn everything. I would read a book and I would take nothing from it. Maybe a few quotes or something, but I wouldn't. Guys, jack of all trades, master of none. We don't want to be that. I would take a book, find what's pertinent to me, 1 or 2 chapters, and I would master that chapter. So when I got the book by Malcolm Gladwell, Outliers, there was a chapter called 10,000 Hour Rule. You can utilize your phone if you want. I mean, you can be honest. You're sitting here, you're like, what am I doing? So guys, the book 10,000 Hours, it says, you know, Malcolm Gladwell studied the most successful people, the most elite people in the world. And he came to the conclusion that the average elite level professional in their career, industry, or craft has spent 10,000 hours working and practicing on their craft. So when I first got involved in network marketing, guys, do you know how many events I would do where nobody would show up? Maybe some of you guys have experienced this. No one shows up. Hey, bro, I'm on my way. I got 4 of my friends. They don't answer your calls back. They're not showing up. Hey, bro, Friday, man. I'm ready to join. Friday comes, or nowhere to be found. Well, you see them on Snapchat and Instagram at the club. I don't understand that concept. Why the hell are people celebrating the fact that their parents are still working, not retired, and they're broke? Like, dude, it's like, you know, they're celebrating being broke. It's like, what are you cheersing to? You know what's fun to celebrate? When your friends go chairman. That's pretty damn cool. You know, when you're on a yacht in the middle of the ocean, like we will be this weekend, and you're cheersing to the fact that you're chairman. When your best friend goes chairman, go pop bottles. That's a reason to celebrate. Not because you barely have money in your bank account and your parents are still working jobs they don't like, barely getting by paycheck to paycheck. That's just not cool. So look, I went in, man, and I'm sitting here like, why are my friends not catching the vision? I had to go out there, lead by example. You'll make more money with strangers than you will your best friends, most likely. So I would do event after event, presentation after presentation, call after call, practice where no one would show up. It wasn't even a no-show. It was like a me show. It's just me talking to myself. And I would go get Aiden, little Aiden, my son. I would go grab him. 1-year-old, I'd put him on the couch. I would sit there and present, do the presentation over and over and over and over and over. Practice. What you practice in private, you'll be praised for in public. Let me say that one more time. Some of you might not have got that. What you practice in private, you'll get praised for in public. So I would do these presentations over and over and over, the income producing activities. And I would practice. I would get better over and over. And I would take Aiden's toys. I would set him up on the couch, you know, set up all of his little action figures. And I would start my presentation. All right, guys. So look, guys, if you get 3 who find 3 that bring in 3, you're now a platinum 600. So Woody and Buzz Lightyear, pay attention. Look, you guys are P600. Guys, I would do this over and over and over again. And some people on the call, they want to do 1, 2, 3 presentations. No one shows up. They cry about it. They quit. They give up. They leave the business. That's okay, guys. Look, this business is not for everybody. But I'm telling you what, never quit. Quitters never win and winners never quit. Because at the end of the day, 95% of people quit the industry their first year. Guys, the first year, the first 12 months are grueling. They're hard. You will smash your face. You will fall flat forward. You'll scrape your knees. You'll bust open your elbows. You'll get punched in the face. It's not easy. It's not easy, but if it was easy, everyone would do it. That's why it's so rewarding. But let me tell you what, every failure, you're not falling backwards, you're falling forward. You know where you're falling forward towards your goal. Every L that you take, it's not a loss, it's a learning lesson. That's what it is. So the first year, 95% of people quit. The first 3 years, 95% of people that stick with one company and do it consistently every day, even if it's one or two guys, I think everybody on here can commit and challenge themselves to presenting the business to 2 prospects per day. Because guess what, guys? I used to do 20 a day. I would go for no. Well, dude, I hate getting told. Switch your perspective. No one likes being told no. No one likes rejection. But it's a mind game. Your subconscious mind does not know the difference between a truth or a lie. So I would lie to myself. I would switch it up. I would go for no's. I would go for 20 no's per day. I knew that if I got told 20 no's per day for 12 months, sheesh! Imagine the results in 12 months. Because if you get 20 no's a day, imagine how many yeses you're going to get within a week, a month, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? 95% of people in one company for 3 years are making a part-time income, right? I know it sounds like, oh, it's not much. Guys, 3 years, I mean, you know, let's look at this. Let's say you only hit 1 rank. Let's say you only hit 1 rank a year. Let's say your whole first year, you only hit P150. A lot of you are probably discouraged. Why? Because you're comparing yourself to other people. Don't do that. You can't question God's timing, right? And that was my problem. I was comparing myself. Why is this guy chairman? Why is this? Well, first of all, when we came into the company, guys, there was no chairman. I'm not saying this to brag or boast. I'm showing this to show you that this was not easy. Guys, I was the first chairman within the company. The first chairman 100 within the company's history. It wasn't easy. There was no chairman, no ranks, no leadership, no corporate team, no products, no system, no marketing, no nothing. Now, guys, there's hundreds of 6-figure earners. All you got to do, when I first came into the industry, I unfollowed all of my friends talking bullshit on social media. I follow the top earners. You have to reprogram your mind. So every day, I'm just seeing what the income producing activities, events, presentations, rank ups, welcomes. I'm like, yo, here's what I got to do. I used to take people's phones and I'd be like, yo, do you want to make a little money or a lot of money? A lot of money. Okay, do you mind if I unfollow some of the people on your, dude, you should unfollow everybody. It's not going to hurt their, well, dude, why'd you unfollow me? Bro, we're friends in real life, bro. Stop playing. Look, unfollow all of the bull crap on your social media. Follow all of the 7. There's over 30 Chairman 100s in the company. Follow only the, Austin, man, why do you only, I used to only follow one person, my son. Wait, bro, why, dude, it's kind of like narcissistic, don't you think? What the hell are you talking about, bro? No, I don't need to follow you to be your homie. We're homies in real life. I used to only follow what I needed to program my mind for. I don't need to follow all that bull crap, all of the negativity on the media, all the stuff going on, the memes, the TikToks. It's all cool and all, but I'm not trying to be cool. I'd rather be rich and weird than, you know, cool and broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for my family, my team, for myself, my son. This is a bigger purpose. So 95% of people 3 years into a company consistent are making a part-time income. Guys, 95% of the people 5 years into one company doing this thing on a consistent, everyday basis. I don't want to hear, well, I'm super busy. No. Stop that. Well, I'm in school. I got this. I got a job. I got family. You know what? Let me tell you what. Brandon Boyd has 6 kids. How many of you on the call have 6 kids? I doubt anyone on the call now has 6 children. I don't want to hear it. Well, I'm really busy with school. Mohammed Benj on my team in Paris is almost Chairman 100. He's 22 years old. He dropped out of college. He was doing this in college. He's now about to be a 6-figure monthly earner, and he's barely legal to drink in America. Bryce Thompson was in college. Chairman 500. There's no excuse. There's 24 hours in a day. You can take an hour out. I'm not saying you have to do this on a full. When I say go all in, go hard, I'm talking about it doesn't matter how many hours of work you put in. It's about how much work you put into the hours. So you could do this for an hour or two a day and get more accomplished than the guy who's doing 10 hours a day, because they're not really actually grinding. They're not actually being productive. They're just busy. Remember, guys? They're not being productive. They're not focusing on, because the questions I would ask myself every day are these questions. Number one, how many new people did I share the business with today? How many? Don't become a manager. Oh, well, you're I'm P600, I'm P1000. I got some. No. Every day I wake up like I'm a brand new IBO in the business, baby. Guys, over the past 72 hours, I enrolled more than 30 people. Oh, you got a big social media? No. Stop that. That's always the mindset. Maybe now it's a little bit different because I built upon it and compounded exponentially over time. But look, guys, that was always the mindset. There were weeks that would go by where I would enroll nobody, months, but I never quit. How many new people did I share the business with today? They say the average person talks to 17 new people per day. The cash register, the gas station, an Uber driver, a taxi driver, on the underground station. Guys, you're meeting new people every single day. Start talking. And we live in the social media age. Guys, we're in the most connected demographic to ever walk the face of the earth. Use your search bar, guys. Go to Instagram. Use the search bar. Don't go out there and just, hey, do you keep your income options open? But, yo, if you want to target a team in Lima, Peru, in Bogota, Colombia, in DF, Mexico, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Miami, Florida, London, wherever, pick a city, go to the search tag on Instagram, boom. You start seeing all these people. You know, oh, it's from your fingertips, man. You can just start connecting. Hey, boss, love your profile. Keep up the hard work. Keep shining. Yes, that's it. Plant seeds, plant seeds, plant seeds, plant seeds, plant seeds. That's all I would do. You can be a little more aggressive. I'm not telling you to just be a shark and go people's inboxes, but there's people on my team that do that. It works sometimes. But best believe when I come to your profile, ask yourself this question. Look, I used to look in the mirror every day and say, would I join me? Would I join me? Would I join my business? Would I join me as a leader? That was a hard question to answer. And I had to swallow the hard truth. No, I wouldn't. 6, 7 years ago, I would not join myself because I was like a 1. On a scale of 1 to 10 of a leader, I was a 1. I would not have joined myself. But as they say, recruit up. You know, I had to build my leadership. I had to build my value myself. I had to change myself a bit. And as I grew, I could attract more quality people. So when I come to your Instagram, if you're going to use that, I'm looking at 2 things. Number 1, can this person help me? Can they help me grow? Can they lead me in the right direction? Number 2, can this person help me make some money? I'm trying to make some money out here. You know what I'm saying? I want to make some money. I want to make some moves. I want to become financially free. Can this person help me? Especially right now, people are looking for online businesses, job security. People are realizing the business of the 21st century, online business, trading. Guys, this is a hot commodity right now. You know what the worst commodity to have is? A broke person's opinion. So don't listen to these people out there that'll try to tell you this, that, the other. Because right here, what we're talking about on the car now, it works. It's real. So, it's getting a little hot out here. Are you hot, bro? It's warm. Let me see the chat real quick. Guys, is it hot? I don't know what the weather like is in London, but is it hot in this car right now? Jeez! Hot, bro. I'm drip sweating. My underwear are soaked, bro. I'm hot out here, bro. I'm drenched, bro. It's hot. It's like 90 degrees out here. Stop playing. All right. That was the first question. How many new people have I presented with today? Right? Lead by example. Number 2 was, and what's the most efficient and effective use of my time right now? Guys, I used to repeat this quote to myself at least 100 times per day until it became habitual. Because there's so many times where we get caught doing the stupidest stuff. We're scrolling through Instagram. We're wasting time. We get caught up on the television, the news, the media, small talk. I don't care about the Steph Curry, the LeBron. They're not paying my bill. I don't care about how many points he scored or what this trade or, this team and, what's going on. Becky had a baby. That's great. I mean, I'm not focused on all that right now. I'm focused on talking about ideas and moves. Stay away from the small talk, guys. I'm not saying, just be ignorant and be an ass and just cut off everything that has to do with, people and stuff, but 85% of talk is mostly negative. I stay away from the gossip. I stay away from the drama. I stay away from that stuff. What's the most effective and efficient use of my time right now? Guys, when I joined the industry, I used to go to my leaders' houses, and if they weren't making calls and working, I would leave. Posture. I'm not just chilling, hanging out with no, bro. We're not here to chill. We're here to build. We can build 10 years from now when we're all Chairman 500s. And then we'll still work because it's not about us. But right now, we got to get to it. And I used to fire people up. Yo, bro, what are you doing? Are you gonna make some calls right now or what? Because there's other leaders on my team that I could go help right now, help rank up. If not you, then who? If not this, then what? And if not now, then when? I'm gonna do this. Are you ready to do it, bro? Didn't you just tell me 2 weeks ago your mom is still freaking working her job? She hates working there. She's struggling financially. Didn't you just tell me that your aunt got cancer 2 months ago? What are you doing, bro? I would fire people up and use their whys to press pressure points and get them to see the vision. Sometimes you guys got to do that. You got to show them that this is the way out. So I would press my team, well, dude, I feel like I've talked to all my friends. They said, no, bullshit. Let me see your phone, bro. I would open their phone and start going through their contact list. Never prejudge. The people that you think will suck might kill the business. And the people that you think might kill the business might suck and never join. So I would say never prejudge. Let me see your phone. Boom, 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 boom. I'll go through their contact list. Let me see, bro. Go through, scroll through. Oh, Becky. Let's call Becky. Oh, Felicia or Robert. Let's call them. Have you called them? No, I don't really think. And then you call them. They end up joining the business. Guys, be assertive. Be a leader. Have posture. Show your team you're serious. This is how I would act in my business. What's the most efficient and effective use of my time right now? Am I leading by example? Am I talking to new people? What am I literally doing right this second? If you start asking yourself that question all day long, watch your results. You'll catch yourself. I literally have a whiteboard in my house that says do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts. Like a kindergarten class. Here are the do's. Here are the don'ts. Right? And on my don't list, I have a lot of things that I do not do. I try not to do this. I try not to do that. I don't get caught up in, social media or do this, that, the other. Negativity. There's a whole don't list. So don't just focus on what to do, but focus on what not to do, right? Let's see. I know Junior wanted me to cover some topics here. It's getting a little hot out here. I want to try to finish up this call pretty soon. I don't want to take too much of you guys' time. Man, it is hot. Let me see a chat box real quick. Are you guys getting some fire on this call or what? Sheesh. Are you guys getting some fire on this call or no? Junior, what do you think? Is this a sauce or what? I know some people talk about the juice and network marketing, the juice companies, and this company has that juice, but we have the juice here.
We got it, bro. Bro, I'm. If you look at my notes, I am taking every word you're saying. I'm literally writing it down.
Oh my gosh, bro, let's get it. All right, so
blowing up ranks. That training,
here we go.
That training you done in London with was it me? Was Shabazz was there? Yasin was there? Zayn was there? Remember that big training that we done? And you
the one in Troxy.
Bro, yeah, the day before Troxy, that event. Remember that training in that theater style room. And you were talking about blowing up. Your knee was messed up because you had like an accident or something. Your knee was all messed up and you were hopping around.
Mm-hmm.
And you spoke about blowing up ranks. That training changed my life, bro. That was when I was struggling at P2. I was there for I was at maybe 2 years at P2. And that training blew it up for me, bro. Because then I understood how to blow up legs, one leg at a time.
Bro, I be forgetting what I talk about at these trainings, bro. There's just too many of them. So I'll try to cover some of that in this, but I hope that I'm covered. Guys, if you could see me, I am dripping sweat right now out here in Miami. The humidity is crazy. But guys, the third question, last but not least, the third question I would ask myself every day. So the first one was, how many people have I represented the business to myself today? Right. Number 2 is what's the most effective and efficient use of my time right now? Not, back in high school, we won the state championship in 2008. Shut up. We don't even know. Stop that. Right now, what have you done lately, today? Well, last week I did 3 presentations in 6 hours. Stop it. Today, efficient and effective use of my time right now. Number 3, I would ask myself, am I working smarter, not harder? And what does this mean? Let's say today, and I don't want to talk down on the one-on-ones and two-on-ones because guess what, baby? Those are what build the business. I love the small meetings, guys. As much as, the big meetings, it's all great and all. And also, I want to lead into a subject of you start in the back and you end up in the front and then back to the back. So, the small meetings make the business. But let me tell you something, guys, especially now we're using Zoom during quarantine. That's why we've exploded. The reason why we've exploded is, number 1, we've exploited social media. We've exploited, online. Number 2, we've exploited the system of working smarter. This is what I've been doing for years, guys. And when the company had to go into using online, when the company had to go into a state of, turn the volume up. Good look. No, you're good. When the company had to go into a state of working online, that's what happened. Everyone started working smarter. So what happened is I figured out that if I could work smarter, my business results would produce way better. So for example, if today I talked to 10 prospects and showed the business to 10 people, but I did 10 one-on-ones, and each one took 30 minutes. That's about what, 5 hours? But let's say Junior talked to 8 prospects, but he did it all on one Zoom call. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do one-on-ones or two-on-ones, but if Junior did one Zoom call with 8 people and I did 10 one-on-ones, spent 5 hours on it, what was a better use of time? His was. Even though I talked to more people, I spent 5 times the amount of time. Guys, success is about compressing time frames, right? My team is on a 90-day run right now. And the theme of our 90-day run is that we're going to get more done in 90 days than what we've accomplished the past 90 months. Does that make sense? Guys, compress time frames. That's kind of like my motto when I wake up. I try to get more done by breakfast time than most people accomplish in a whole entire day. So by the time that people are jumping out of bed, showering, getting ready, eating their breakfast, I feel like I've already accomplished more than most do the whole entire day. That has to be your mindset in the business, working smarter, right? And I'm not just saying, if you have a bunch of prospects, put them in a group chat and say, hey guys, I'm shit. No. Don't work dumb. Don't work in a sense of trying to cheat and cut corners, but work smarter, guys, right? Does that make sense? So, and one thing I wanted to add on there is, guys, when you start this business, there's 2 things that I learned. Number 1, the highest paid team is the most educated team, right? And that doesn't mean just like personal development or this, that, the other. That means, one second, the highest paid team. My bad, I thought I was cutting out. A little connection. Okay. The highest paid team is the most educated team. Doesn't mean, books or audios or videos. I mean, they really understand. I see people where I'll ask them a question today. For example, guys, there's 3 types of people in the world. There's ones that underdeliver, deliver, and overdeliver. For example, right before my call with you guys, you probably saw I had a coffee in my hand, right? I usually don't drink caffeine. I don't like drinking coffee. But, I knew I had to come on here and deliver for Junior. So I'm like, let me get some caffeine in my system. Let me get a little jacked up, right? So I said, look, I was feeling a little tired, had some coffee. But I'm in there ordering coffee. And I asked the lady, and by the way, it costs $0 to be nice to somebody, to be kind, to be polite, to have respect. I saw the one guy in there, I asked for a hot coffee, not a cold one. And I'm like, dude, what a dick, what an ass. Like, dude, she misunderstood, no big deal. And no manners on this guy. Wasn't saying please, wasn't saying thank you. And he was like, oh, I need another one. Hello. And I'm like, dude, what is wrong with people, bro? Like, and he gets his coffee, doesn't even say thank you to the girl. And I made sure as he was walking by when I got my coffee, I said, thank you. Thank you. I made sure he heard me say thank you. So guys, but my point is, the 2 baristas working at the coffee shop, I asked a question. I'm like, hey, do the matcha lattes have caffeine? They go, I don't know. That's it. Not, I don't know, but let me figure it out. Because if I don't know the answer to a question, I'm going to get it for you. That's what somebody who over delivers does. No, that's what delivering does. Because in this business, if I ask you, how much does a chairman 25 make per week? If you don't know off the top of your head, what is the qualifying max leg volume for chairman 50? If you can't tell me off the top of your head, you're not going to hit the rank. You have to have this memorized at the back of your hand. You know your favorite rapper's lyrics. You know the rap songs and the lyrics. How the hell do you know the rap lyrics to your favorite rapper, but you don't know the qualifying rank and volume for the incomes you're trying to produce? That doesn't make sense. You have to know this business inside out. If I ask you about a product, you should know it. Now, I'm not telling you have to know every single detail, every single thing about the business, because sometimes, hey, look, when I got involved in the industry, let me tell you what, I didn't know every little detail about my product and the ingredients about my product-based company when I first joined, but because I was just out there launching, I was building. Well, let me tell you what, you should be educated. So the highest educated team is the most paid. So those people that didn't even know, number one, they didn't know. It's like, dude, I even asked them, I'm like, well, if you don't know, who knows? Like, I'm the customer, I was asking politely, like, dude, I'm the customer. Like, if you don't know this caffeine, like, I was kind of like checking them, like, bro, if you don't know and you work here, like, who knows? And they weren't even trying to be like, hey, I'll help you figure it out. I'm like, well, dude, what? And they didn't even try. They under-delivered. That's under-delivered. You want to be somebody in this business that over-delivers. Educated team. They know how to invite. They know how to present. They know how to prospect. And number two, guys, let me tell you this. The team with the most presenters makes the most money. How many people on your team can present this business and crush it? How many? How many people on your team can present this business and crush it? So the highest paid team is the most educated team. And what I mean is not like knowing the quotes or like the philosophies or the mindset. That's all important. But I'm talking about like, yo, do they know how to invite? Can they present? Can they prospect? Do they know how to, do a training? Can they launch a new member? When somebody joins, can they properly launch them and onboard them onto the system? And then number two, the team with the most presenters makes the most money. And then I'll keep this call kind of short. I know we got to go. I'm here with my boy Eli, Chairman 10 in the business. Future Chairman 250. Chairman 500. And guys, we're not on the same team yet. No, I'm just kidding. We're not on the same team. We've been working together. We've traveled all across the world. He was actually, when I was on, they were just talking about the train where I was on the crutches and stuff. Like Eli was right there. So we've toured, we've traveled, we worked together. We're not even on the same team. I'm telling you what, there's people in the company who are like, oh, they're not on my team. I'm not going to work with them. No. That's not an abundant mindset. You are not going to receive the blessings from the universe, from God, if you do not go out there and just have them. Obviously, I'm not saying go out there and work with people who aren't on your team 24/7. You got to work with your squad. But look, guys, I'm not working with Junior on the team. I'm not with Eli. Guys, you got to start carrying yourself as the rank you wish to be. The more value that you, as Anthony Robbins talks about, add as much value as humanly possible. So as Junior was talking about, I have a video on YouTube. It's one of my On the Run episodes. I forget which one it is. I think it's like 14 or 13 or 15 where I talk about.
There was two. There was the one about building internationally, and the one that you're going to mention now. The international one was crazy. That caused me to do a madness in different countries and travel to different countries and build. But there's another video that he done as well about blowing up ranks. Yeah.
So in that video, guys, what I talk about is how amateurs balance legs and professionals blow out legs, right? And what I did in my career was I blew out legs. I just continued to blow my legs out. What that means is, I wasn't trying to tediously and meticulously place my teams just to balance out correctly to hit a rank. Because professionals don't hit ranks, they smash through ranks. I don't say this to brag, but I've never deranked in my network marketing career. Never. And I don't say that to just try to impress you. I'm saying it so you guys can see that you don't want to just hit a rank. You want to blow through ranks. Number one, for obviously yourself. Self-help, help self to help somebody else. Don't be afraid to be selfish, guys. You know, I know we talk about being humble and no ego, but if you actually look at the definition of like ego and humble, it means you have no self-esteem in yourself. So those words are kind of, I believe that you should not be an asshole. You should care about people. But to be humble, you know, guys, just be a good person. There's a difference between being a human being and being human, right? Everyone's a human being. We are the human being species, right? But there's a difference in being a human, being respectful, being kind, being generous, having joy, having peace, being loving. But the humble thing is there's a difference between being cocky and confident, because they can get misconstrued. Because when you know your stuff, when you're very confident, it'll rub people the wrong way, man, especially if they're insecure in themselves. Well, he's cocky. Well, he's an egomaniac. He's a narcissist. Be careful, man, because people will try to tell you what they think you are based upon the belief of themselves or their lack of security in themselves. Don't be afraid to be confident, but just don't be an ass. You know, be kind to people, man. You know, I've seen people in this business who have gone down quick. I've seen chairman 25s go down the drain, man. I've seen chairman 10s lose it all because of their ego, because how they treat other people. You know, oh well, they're a P150. They don't have say in this. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? That's not cool. But when we're looking at blown out legs, number 2 is also for your team. Like I said, self-help, help self to help somebody else. You know, when you're on an airplane, they say if it starts to go down, number 1, pray. But number 2, you got to put the face mask on yourself. You got to put the oxygen mask on yourself, not your kid first, not your loved one, because you can't save them if you can't save yourself first. But number 2 is for your team, right? When I blow legs out, what I do is you have to be a good enroller for this too. You know, become a good enroller. I had a conversation with my boy Yvonne Briongos the other day, chairman 100 in the business, and we were talking about this incentive that we have for the summer, the 3x in 90 days. We're having a Dubai trip in November, and we put up incentives for strong enrollers. And he was concerned because I was like, yo, I don't even think that chairmen should come to the retreat. They have to earn it. And he was like, bro, I don't know. I don't think that's not fair. He's like, because some of the chairmen aren't good enrollers. And I said, no, you can't say that. I believe a leader is a person that sees within other people what that person doesn't see within himself. So like, if I join junior and I'm like, you know, if I'm not good at this or that, if junior is this is another important thing, guys. You got to constantly be careful with your words. You have to be careful, because when you join the business, guys, people gravitate what they get complimented on. So if I come into the business, you got to be building your team up. You got to be Pablo Picasso in the business, guys. Paint the picture for people. I used to sit my new leader. Yo, what does the interior of your new? What car when you go chairman? What car are you gonna buy? What are you gonna give your mom? What house? I used to paint this picture. Imagination. I would just paint this picture in people's heads. They would start visualizing. I would say, bro, you're a really good freaking presenter, bro. Like today, you crushed the presentation. Really? Yeah, bro. Dude, you did way better than I did. Not like, dude, come on, bro. Like, don't just criticize your team. If you want to constructively criticize them, use the burger effect, right? You know, you build the bun, the burger, the bun. You know, you build them up, you break them down with the criticism, and you build them back up with compliments. That's what I would do. But guys, build belief in your team. So when I talked to Avon about it, I said, look, bro, it should be an enroller heavy trip. Like I don't just think people should just like, if you're chairman, like that's cool. Like we'll do stuff for our chairman, but like people are just gonna like chill out the whole summer. Like I'm chairman, I'm going to the retreat. No, bro, you gotta earn it. And he said, I don't know. There's a few of our chairmen who aren't good enrollers. They're good developers. They're not good producers. They're good developers. And I was like, I understand, but I think that like whatever picture you paint, guys, look at this. We released the incentive and made it enroller heavy. One of our chairmen on our team over the past 3 months has only enrolled a couple people. We put the incentive out the first day. And Yvonne was like, you know, and even another chairman was like, I don't know about this. Guys, after that first day of releasing the incentives in the Dubai trip, the team went psycho. And one of our chairmen enrolled more people in one day than he has the past 3 months. And Yvonne came back to me and he was like, what the hell? He was like, bro, that's crazy. And I said, bro, sometimes you just have to instill the belief and put it out there. You're the leader. Bro, it's the unseen. Dude, look, everything created in the world was once in the mind. If you want to have it in your hand, you must first see it in your mind. So when you're blowing out legs, when you're building this squad, when you're building your team, guys, I would stack underneath, build a huge line, become a good enroller. And, well, I'm not that good. Stop it. Listen, hold on. Let me see the chat real quick. Let me ask you a question, guys. Phone's on 3%. Oh, we got to end this quick. Uh-oh. Guys, let me ask you a question. If I was going to give you $1,000 for every, if I was going to give you, if I was going to give you 100 euros over the next 90 days for every single person that said no to the business, how many people a day would you talk to? How many people in these 90 days would you present the business to, knowing whether or not they said yes, whether or not they said no, you would get 100 euros or 100 pounds, I'm sorry. Exactly. But guys, the successful people in the business don't do it with a guarantee. That's an employee mindset. An entrepreneur mindset is somebody who does it regardless. What percent is it? 3%. Guys, we're on 3%, so we'll finish it off with this. So look, guys, create those internal pressures. When I would stack people under each other, I would go to my team and say, look, I'm going to place some people under you, maybe. Or I would say, if I place people under you, would you work with them? Make them sell you on why they'll work with those people. Don't just place them under people. Be like, hey, bro, if I place people under you, number one, will you match me? For every person that you enroll over the next 10 days out of my placement tank, I will place somebody under you. Right? You'll be surprised at what they do. And also, number two, have them sell you on why they'll work with them, why they'll be a good leader. So with that being said, we're about to be on like 2%. Finish it off with this. I think we kind of covered the importance of personal development on the call. You know, personal development, guys, your income will not supersede your income. And if it does, it'll soon fall back to it. Your team cannot outgrow you as a leader. And plus, you will bring people and attract people into the business of the leadership you exude. So obviously become a better leader. But guys, from the hours of 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., I'm not focused on reading trainings really. Like, this is kind of out of the blue. Like, I did this for junior. I know it's later over there for you guys. It's 5 p.m. here, but I don't do this stuff during the days. I'm focused on IPAs. I'm focused on talking to new people. You know, 12 hours a day, I'm just hitting it hard. And then at night, I'll read a book. In the mornings, I'll do personal development. During the day, guys, I'm hitting it hard. How to manifest your desires. I mean, guys, I wish we could have had more time on this call, but really just comes down to how bad you want it and how much you're willing to work for it. Consistency. I don't care about, motivation comes and goes. After the call, you'll be fired up, this, that, and the other, but consistency and dedication, guys, is what really plays a part. And how to promote from event to event. I wish we had more time. I could go in on these topics, but really, I want to leave you guys with this because we have like 1 or 2% left on the phone. But really, guys, I want you just to envision yourself a year from now. Give this thing 12 months because there are some people on the call now that won't be here in a year. And let me tell you what, there are people on the call who will be chairman, who will be ranks, that are no better than you, no greater than you, no smarter than you, no more resourceful than you. It's just they stayed the course. So I would encourage you guys to take this thing seriously. And the Norway team, I'm telling you what, I'm coming out to Norway soon. I'll be in London soon. I'll be seeing you guys soon. And trust me, guys, we are about to flip this industry upside down. It's not easy right now. It's on 1%. So, guys, 1% on the phone right now. So, guys, be a part of the 1%. Right? The 1% of people are the ones who go all in, who do this thing. I'm telling you what, this summer, there will be distractions. There will be this, that, the other. There will be barbecues and people are going to start going to the clubs. You guys, stay focused, stay locked in. While they're partying, you personally develop. While they're popping off, playing games, you're prospecting, you're promoting, you're presenting. Guys, be focused in on the business, and I promise you guys, it'll pay off. It'll reward you. I don't have too much more time. Junior, thank you so much for having me on the call. I hope that you guys got some value. I had to end this thing quicker than I wanted to. I could have given you guys more value. But look, take this thing to another level. Stay locked in. You have amazing leadership. And really just focus this summer on going as hard as you ever have. If you spend the next 90 days working like you never have. I promise you the next 90 months are going to be a better life than you've ever lived, guys. I'm promising you. My mentor said, Austin, spend the next 3 to 5 years like most people won't to live the rest of your life like most people don't. And that happened, guys. So I love you all. Take care. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Different teams, same company. Different squads, same vision. We're taking this to 1 million customers and $1 billion company. 3 types of people on the call right now, guys. Ride the wave, create the wave. Are you drowning that wave? Do not drown in that wave, guys. So I love you all. Junior, thank you for having me on the call.
Sheesh. Oh my days. Austin, man, we love you, bro. We appreciate you, man. You guys can see the level of realness and the level of experience he has. Put some 777s, guys. Oh my days. I am so excited. Listen, I'm coming to Miami, bro. I spoke to Alex Morton already. We're coming. I'm going on the USA tour. I cannot wait to get out to see you guys, man. Matt Rosa, Jason Brown, Julian Kushner, Austin, man. I'm excited to come to Miami. So if you want to come to Miami, message me. Let's go. Let's go. Austin, listen, I'm sleeping in your apartment, bro. I'm coming to your apartment, and I'm gonna get every nugget. Give me a nugget. Amazing. Well, listen, I'm excited, guys. We're gonna end the call right now, real quick, guys. You know, the information you got from Austin, please make sure you apply the information. I've got notes. I've got pages of notes right now. I've got about 7 pages of notes that I've taken away and I'm gonna implement into my business and into my life. And very, very important, not just to get emotionally excited when these calls happen, but you also want to make sure that you apply the information as well as soon as possible. So what I would recommend is right now, start applying some of the things that you heard. Okay. I'm going to start DMing guys on Instagram from different countries and different cities right now. I'm not going to wait till tomorrow. Okay. Because right now you're probably the most excited, but don't just get excited, get action, get the action involved, you know, and really start applying it, guys. Real quick, guys, we have a special announcement. We have another training on Friday, okay? This week was supposed to be a boot camp, okay? But I wanted to change it up. We're going to be doing it is a boot camp, but Monday we had Mr. Banks. Today we got Mr. Austin. Friday, we have a special lady. Some of you guys never even heard of her. Some of you don't even know who she is, right? But she is the first. She was the first. I am saying she was the first female Chairman 100 in the company, okay? And she's based in Mexico, I believe. Her name is Paloma Sensores, okay? She is an absolute beast, okay? I'm actually gonna share with you guys the flyer right now. Here is the event happening this Friday, Mindset Mastery, guys. So make sure, right, you get every single person on this call. This lady is an absolute beast, the first female Chairman 100 in the entire company, one of the only females, single females, to have a 6-figure a month income. There is another Chairman 100 in the company as well, that's a female, Jill Tankard, but she was the first. She hit it about 3 or 4 months ago, and she is a very successful lady. She works very closely with David Emanitier, and also Ivan Tapia. So she is a very, very powerful woman. Follow her on Instagram. We're going to do an amazing training this Friday, 9 p.m. again. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So make sure you pack out this call on Friday. But hopefully you guys got value tonight. And I'm definitely excited to see you guys on Friday. So let's make it happen, guys. God bless you all. And I'll see you at the top because you deserve it. Also, guys, tomorrow we have a business overview at 8 p.m. UK time with myself, Mr. Montel, Hanson Williams, Chairman 10, and David Emanitier, Chairman 750. We will be doing a business overview tomorrow at 8 p.m. So with that being said, guys, take care and God bless. Bye-bye.